Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Good evening, good night to all. Hold on. Let me look for my chat. Okay, who's here? Hey Pa. I don't know if you're still here. Hey Miss D. How y'all doing? I feel like this music is too loud. Let me turn this music down. If somebody could let me know if my audio is good. Is the background music too loud? Because I just turned it down, but it still sounds loud to me. Let me go back to my chat. AVQ, how is the audio? Background music too loud? Is it okay? Thank you, VQ. Damn, I had some notes, but I forgot to. They in my phone. I don't know if I leave the browser or y'all still Hear me. But yeah, I know some of y'all saw the thumbnail about the Maya, and you know, when she first came up on the scene, I'm not interested in her either. Just like Quita when Quita first, I'm not interested in Ratchet. Not entertaining to me. There's no real storyline with that. Like if there was an interesting storyline, like she was on a journey, she just came out of a situation, that was like interesting or, you know, newsworthy or something, that we could care about, then I would pay attention to her. But other than that, I don't, because off her initial appearance to us. Well, to me, it was the little things she said that made me feel like she was stalking Quita. She made me feel like she was stalking Quita. She's obsessed with Quita and Marcus, the relationship they had. And at the same time, she slick shades Quita. Like she started off. Hey, what's up, Will? Everybody up late with me tonight? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, she started off wanted to promote this big bad ratchet girl mentality. And it was like, okay, but the 1 minute, oh, me and Quita is twin, we just alike. Oh, but she not like me. Oh, I'm gonna pick her up. Oh, I'm Big Daddy. And it's like, it's not given. It's just not given. And yeah, a lot of y'all know already. I've done some time. I lived that life, you know, in the system for a long time. And I know they in Georgia's different things, but she don't. It's not giving Big Daddy in jail, girl. Cut it out. She cut exactly, D. Shield. She is not to be trusted. Hey, Glossy. She is not to be trusted because just the fact that, and Marcus got a woman, and when they first met for the date, Quita said something like that, like, "Oh, she want to meet you." She basically found Quita, talking about she manifested her. No, she was stalking her. I believe so. Because she even said so. See, they were so drunk on that date, they were slipping up saying so much. And I'm just like, oh my God, nobody's listening to this? Like, y'all entertained and I'm listening. Because I guess because I'm not entertained, I'm actually listening. But she just gave up so many red flags off the initial appearance. And she wanted to be, oh, Quita is me. I understand Quita that, but she slick shades her, and then Marcus got a woman. He got a newborn. You trying to throw yourself at him on camera, talking about you want to rub his bed and all that other shit. Like, see, this is what I'm saying. I can't date a dude like Marcus because If Marcus my man, and I know these girls know that he got a girl, and I see them somewhere recording, I'm popping up and I'm smacking the shit out of you, dead ass. Cause don't play with me. Like you know about me, so stop playing with me. Like, but anyway, that's besides the point. Like I don't know, I don't know. But so the Maya talking her shit. Well, Maya talking her shit, and she said a lot. She said so much. And at first, she was not trying to say anything because she didn't really have a story to give because she's a liar. So she was giving a little word salad at first when Marcus sat at the table with her. Was like, "Oh, let us get to know you." It was word salad. There, he was just like, "Be direct." Mind you, y'all. She says she's 37. So the math is not mathing automatically. She was married for 10 years with her first two kids' father. But then she was with the second baby daddy for 12 years. That's 22 years. And not to mention, no telling how long you was with the guy before you got married for 10 years. So you only 37. That's 22 years of children and relationships. You only 27. So, I know some people start young, but it's still a red flag. That was still a red flag to me. And then you had enough time. Let's add on another 5 years. She said she did 5 years for aggravated battery, right? So she was talking shit in the video. She said her name. She said, "This is my name, and you can look me up." That's her favorite thing is, cause my people. And if she adds a little, side note. If they tell you the truth, she said, "But my people would tell you. People that know me would tell you if they tell you the truth." So she already downplayed that thing. That was a weird thing to say. You understand? So she just lied, y'all. Her whole life is a lie. Her whole life she gave to us already is a lie. It's a whole lie. First of all, 37. Y'all, she's not even 30 years old. She's not even 30. Hey, Drea. She's not even 30, y'all. She's not 30. She was still in high school less than 10 years ago, y'all. I'ma just say that because I'm trying not to dox her, but what she said, you can look me, I wasn't interested, but then I like to look up people's cases. When she said her name and when she gave that last name, I automatically went to the Georgia State Department of Corrections inmate search. And one thing I like about Georgia State, well, most states do this, but some states it's harder. But Georgia, all their cases be online. It's not like New York. New York is very private. You cannot find mugshots and cases online for anybody in New York unless it was put out in the news. But her, she said it herself. "Oh, y'all can look me up." Okay. So the name she gave, I looked up. There's no matches in the Georgia State system with that name. I googled the name. Nothing matched that name. But you know what? You Google did the homework for me. Google told on the Maya the liar. Google sure did. And I don't know if it's because the name the Maya is unique and being in Georgia, it just nailed it. But Google told me her first name, she got two middle. It gave me four names because she has a first name, two middle names, and a last name. Gave me her whole name. So now that I got her whole name, I go back because she said the name she gave Marcus was a lie, and there's nowhere near close to her name. So I went back into Georgia State. You can even look up people on probation in Georgia. I like that too. There's nothing on her in Georgia State under her real name, and she's not on probation or nothing. But she did make the news. She's up to something. Yeah, she's up to something crazy, and she definitely made the she made the news, and I guess the little county sheriffs, they publish their their arrest for the day. Oh, you know what, y'all? Let me go back a little bit. I wasn't really interested in looking up until I was in Alley chat, and somebody in Alley comments said, "I work at Walmart," and Maya be in there with her children stealing. I said, "Oh, really now?" Some people say some things, but that was a little too specific for me. And I'm like, and sure enough, when Google put up the right name for me, that's the first thing that popped up. Was her. She was boosting with her children, quote unquote, her children. Because I'm gonna get to the children part too. I don't, it's something iffy going on here with this girl, and I don't know what she running from or something, but I have an idea. I have a feeling she's running from something. Now, she got locked up a few times, and it was for boosting, for stealing from places like Walmart and little easy stores. So she's not like a professional booster, high end. She going to Walmarts and TJ Maxx and Ross and shit like that. That's where she go. So that was interesting. So obviously that person in Alley chat knew what she was talking about, because sure enough, that's what came up. And guess what? At first, the face, I'm trying to match the face because this girl didn't have no weave in her hair, whatever, whatever. But it was her. It was her. I found another mugshot. It's her, and she got caught with her sister. Okay, her sister got the same last name, and she says she's from Cordell, Georgia. Now, I know not a lot of y'all not from Georgia. I'm familiar with a lot of parts of Georgia, and Cordell is South Georgia. Cordell, I used to live in Columbus, Georgia. Columbus is like right across the river from Alabama. So I know that 75 highway. And Cordell is close to like going towards Macon, Georgia, all the way deep rural Georgia. She's not from there, y'all. She is not. She loud and says she was born and raised there. She was there all her life, and that her mother's a CO and this and this and that. That girl is not from Cordell, Georgia. She's from North Georgia. She's from Rome County. That's all I'm gonna say is county. I'm not trying to dox her, but she's from Rome County. Anyway, that picture. If y'all look up that picture, that's on my thumbnail. Everything will come up about her. Now I know people move, so I said let me look in to see her previous addresses, because even on arrest record, she got arrested by Floyd County, which is next to Rome, and but she had on the record it had a Rome address as her and her sister's address. And it's funny when you Google her, the summary breaks down all her charges. But it gives a little AI summary. It broke down all her charges. She got locked up this year, this year, and it said she primarily always been known to reside in Rome County. Now, y'all, I keep digging now because I'm worried. I'm like, oh, she got only 5 kids, and she did this time, and she did this, and she did that, and Facebook. When I dig, I dig. I found family. I found a family. She said she had a 17-year-old daughter, and she said she had 2 teenage daughters. She said her twins are 9. So you know how she's a liar right there. She does have twins, y'all. She has 2 little twin girls. They're very pretty little girls. Maya looks are very strong. Maya look like her mom, and Maya twins look like her but light skin, and they got pretty eyes. They got like green or hazel eyes. And she told Marcus they were 9. So she said her son is the youngest. Now, y'all, as I'm digging through her Facebook, y'all, I see the little twin girls. They're not 9. They was born 2021, and they're still babies. So what I was really wondering now is who's this little boy, because I heard she had a little boy in the room that's supposed to be her son. So as I'm digging and digging and digging, I see the mom posted, her mom posting these little boys, saying my grandson this, we're posting report cards, everything. So I'm like, oh, maybe one of these little boys is her son and whatever. So she has other sisters. So now I'm trying to account for the babies who belong to who. I didn't see a little boy in the room, so I don't know what he looked like. But she doesn't have a son. She doesn't have 5 children. First of all, she's only 24, 25. She lied and said her birthday is in August. Her birthday is March. So she'll be 25 next month, y'all. She is not even, like I said, she's not even 30. And she was in high school less than 10 years ago. Girl, it's just so much. All right. But no, back to now that I know that she's just lying about her whole life. You was no big daddy in jail. First of all, Marcus made up a good point too, because some girls really be gay for the state when you in prison, right? But you out here talking about, oh, you always been curious about girls, because a lot of females do that too. To think to do that for a nigga, they do that for men, to try to appeal to men, which I think is corny. Like, so you gotta be fake gay to get a man to like you or want you? Like, nah. Anyway, so if you was Big Daddy, why would you earn the name Big Daddy in prison, but you never mess with a female? Why would I ain't let nobody call me Big Daddy in prison? For one, because you strong. It's not because you strong. Ain't nobody calling you Big Daddy because you strong. Big Daddy is gay. It's giving butchy. It's giving dykey. So you had all the opportunity in the world, if you was curious, to quench that little thirst you've been craving or curious about, and you didn't do it the whole 5 years. But you Big Daddy, get out of here. I So she was saying so much slick shit about Quita, and I feel like Quita made a statement, y'all. Quita made a crazy statement when they was leaving her hotel room to go on a date. Quita was like, yeah, and I didn't even know she was watching me. I didn't know she was following me. But she didn't say, like, she said it like, you know, she said she been, looking for me. But I'm looking at her like, that's creepy. That's creepy as fuck. And then for her to come out and say, yeah, I found Quita, I manifested her. Y'all don't think that's creepy? Y'all don't think that's creepy? To say I manifested her? And I wish I would have wrote down everything I heard her to quote, so it could so you could basically understand why I say that. But it was just so creepy because she's telling on herself, and they're drunk, so they talking mad shit while they drunk, so they just talking loose. They feel comfortable, but I'm listening, and I'm like, Quita, is y'all gonna fight or something? And it's like she want Quita's spot. Remember the other girl? I think it was Mocha. They was like, "Oh, Mocha want Quita's spot." Then they said, "Kim, nah, this is who want Quita's spot." She said it, so she ain't saying straightforward, but she's selling herself to Marcus like, "Oh, I could do this, and I listen, and I could do that, and we could get the business aspect." Just throwing herself at Marcus. And it was so crazy to me because I'm like, if Quita was sober enough, I think Quita would have to floor her right then and there, but they were so in the moment with Polo, and Polo is a distraction. Polo was an easy distraction for them not to pay for Maya, so that Quita don't really pay attention to what's going on and what she telling Marcus. Now she not even that age. Exactly, Glossy. That's what I said. He said, "Oh, you look good for your age." The crazy part is, you could tell them babies blew her up, cause she was she's young, y'all. She's only 24, and she had her first. She had twins. She actually blew up, but you could tell she's getting a mature body now, cause before the twins, she was a stick figure. She was real, real slim. Like, she didn't even have no boobs. Like, she's wearing like this lingerie pieces. So I don't want to dox her, but I got enough pictures of I got everybody, y'all. I got sisters, mother, father, grandmother, aunts. I done digged into the whole family tree, y'all. The sister that she when y'all see the mugshots of that case where her sister got caught shoplifting. Her sister at the time of that arrest was 30 years old. Her sister, I think her sister's she she come off a little masculine presenting, so I think she might be gay. Her sister looked more like on the stud side. The crazy part is the sister must look like, I think the sister look more like the daddy, but all the other sisters, they all look like their mom. So another thing I'm curious about, who's this little boy? She got a hotel room, because at first when she first told me, look, cause I seen she had a failure to appear in December of 2025. So I'm like, maybe she on a run. You understand? Maybe she knows she on a run, and that's why she stay in the hotel rooms. She in Atlanta, because why would you leave the country to be homeless in Atlanta? You understand? The country, you can't really be homeless in the country. Everybody know everybody, your family there. If that's where you're born and raised, it's easy to find a place in the country. But you can't in Atlanta. So I feel like she running from something. And I feel like she want to take Quita life. She want to take Quita position. That's why she made this whole story about her being in jail for 5 years and doing time. I don't know why she lying about all them kids, though. Because from what I could find, she only got twins. She only has twins. And they're not 9 years old. They only about 4 or 5 now. Or they may be going on 5. Yeah, 2026. They'll be going on 5 this year. She told Marcus her birthday was in August. I don't know why she said that. I don't know. She just lied. She's really this. She gave her real name, which is surprising. But she told on herself. She's just lying. And y'all would never. The crazy part is, I found an old Facebook post of hers, and she did one of the little games. They talk about your character, them little name tests, IQ things, them little games that people put on Facebook, like, oh, you'll be married in 2026 and rich by 2027. So one of them was breaking down 5 truths about Demaya, and it said she's basically honest and trustworthy. She wrote herself. She basically wrote herself like she a big ass liar, and ain't nobody your friend. That's what she said in her own words. Yeah, Queen birthday is today, the 16th. Yes, she popped up. She popped up and found Quita, y'all. She was stalking her. She had eye on Quita, and it's like now she want to take Quita's position. Like, you know, we call that soul swapping or destiny swapping, and you know whatever they want to call us, which is Warlock World. That's what we call that, because there's people who really study you and want to take your life. They want your life and they want to give you theirs. They really want to swap destinies. So I was waiting for more to come, but I know he's on his strike because I'm like, all these lies she telling. And I'm really curious who child is that she got in the room. I want to know how many children in that room. Cause let me find out she took somebody's kid and ran off with them. And who kids she be having in the store stealing with her? Because the sister she got caught with, I don't think she has any kids. The other sisters do. But it's like they all staying closer to the where they from, which is Roane County, which is about it's more than an hour out from Georgia. I mean from Atlanta. Hey Abs. Log on. Maya is I don't know, y'all. I don't know where this is gonna go, but people like, huh? Uh-uh. Uh-uh. It's so crazy because it's like, when Marcus was talking to her and trying to tell, like, you speaking in general, you saying all the good things because you're trying to give little lessons and riddles and shit because God this and consequences that. No, get to the point. Detail what you like. And it's crazy because she's really 24, 25. And she's out here acting like she was married with one baby daddy. Well, the oldest children father for 10 years. And the second one, the twins, she said the twins and the little boy share the same father. And she was with him for 12 years. You only 24 in real life, motherfucker. What the fuck is going on with your mind that you gonna make up a whole and even if you was 37, it's still the time is getting a little it's too crunched up, it's too close. When did you have time to do 5 years? When did you have time to be married for 10? No telling how long you was together before the marriage. Then to break up, then be with another nigga for 12 years. Then break up and say you just got out of jail. You said you just got out of jail. So 10 and 12, that's 22 years plus 5. That's 27 years altogether. So you had to start when you was 10 years old, mathematically, if we speaking arithmetic. What the fuck? 10 years? You got 10 years. That's all you got to account for when you giving those numbers. 10. 10 years. 10 years. What is going on in her mind? What is really going on in her mind? What is God like? Yo, it's so crazy because I'm like, some people lie about the age back in the days. She jumped a whole decade and made a whole life out of it, a whole new identity. But she used her real name. That's the crazy part. She tried to throw us over with that last name, but that ain't help. And you told us to look you up. You should have never did that. I don't know. Like I thought she would know the internet. And he was trying to tell her like, yeah, the internet. I know she know the internet, but she was too confident in her lies because she like, yeah, because people know me. Anybody reach out, they gonna tell you this about me, tell you that. Side note: if they tell you the truth, no, she's batshit crazy. She's fucking batshit crazy. She made up a whole. She only had 24 years on Earth so far. She made up a whole lifestyle for somebody 37 with ex-husbands and 5 children and shit. What the fuck? Hey Abs, I'm talking about this girl from Atlanta Street Interview. She just came out of nowhere. She's like, she came out. She like John Crow. That what you call John Crow? That what she is. And it's like it's like she had her eye on. She was studying Quita, and now she want to take Quita place for some reason. And it's so scary because some people tell little lies and shit. First, her hometown that she lied about being from is 3 hours away from where she really from. So what she really tried to throw people off with that. And I was like, maybe she moved, but she went to high school and everything up there. Her whole family up in that area. She is. She ain't from no fucking Cordell. She is country though. I ain't gonna lie. Her mom. Oh, like I said, her mom was a badass fish. Her mom a fish boy. I would love to meet her mom in real life. Her mom be catching them fish. Her mom a real fishing woman. She be out there fishing. She be having all of the grandsons out there with her fishing with their little net sitting on the bank. So cute. But it looked like she come from a decent family. You understand? So I don't know. She something off about her and the sister too, the gay sister. They look like the eyeballs because they seem like they're the closest ones. Because the other ones they look more mature. They look like they got good lifestyles, careers. They got their family. They got their children. It's just her and the Butch sister. They seem a little off. Yeah, Quita is her mirror. That's what she said. Kept saying mirror. That's why I'm like, that is scary. Because people like us who pay attention to certain words people say and shit like that, that's some real. That's really some destiny swapping shit. And then she want Quita to stay in her room talking about she don't app no money. I already, and I'm just that part is killing me because I feel like, damn, now she got Quita around her. I wonder what she gonna do to her because I feel like she really trying to swap destinies with this girl. Unfortunately, people play those type of games and they win stupid prizes, but she don't care. And I wonder who little boy is that she got. Cause I'm telling y'all, she posted a little boy on her Facebook, but with no captions. So I'm like, is this the son? But she not add no captions with the little girls. She showed way more with them, all the things they've been to, all this and this and that. And mind you, her daughters look just like her too, but light skin. They're very like they got either grayish or green eyes or something like that. And the little boy he looked like that too. Like they got that real yellow color with the sandy hair. Like maybe it could be a form of albinism, but not full albinism. But they look blondish. Their hair look blondish. So the little boy looked like the twin. So I'm like, maybe that's her son. She had him at a young age, and the mother been taking care of him because her mom poses him often. You could tell the mom is more engaged with him. She just posted his last report card of January 2026 and everything. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is her little boy. But in the video, she said her little boy is in third grade. This little boy report card said first grade. And that was January 26th. So I'm like, okay, so I had to keep digging, like, who child is this then? Next thing you know, it's one of the sister's children. It's one of her sister's sons. So I was like, okay, that's definitely not her son then. So who's the little boy in the room with her? Who child she got? And I want to know, is she on the run? Because December 2025, she has a failure to appear. And it's only a misdemeanor for boosting, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This lady is something weird and something dark. Dark. It's something dark about that girl, boy. I don't know. I don't know what she into. And then she lied about having a job because she said something about, oh, come. I think she said she sell clothes. One minute she said she sells stuff. When he asked her how you make your money, she said she sells stuff. But then when they sat down, she said she got a job, and then she shot out of the store, and she said everybody come support. And Marcus tell her, oh no, you don't want to do that because people gonna pop it on the job. And she's like, oh, I don't care. Come support. Come buy what you need. And she like, I guess the places sell clothes. So Marcus like, nah, like your boss you probably gonna get fired if your boss probably gonna see you. You got people coming in there. You know, and she like, oh no, my boss is cool. So I'm like, in my mind, because I'm like, I don't think she work on no damn clothing store. If you keep getting locked up for stealing clothes and shit, your whole arrest record is boosting. Whose store you working in? And all your charges is public information. All your charges is public information. Who hiring you? Who watch your kids? Why you stayed in the hotel, so who taking them to school, who doing this, like, do they even go to school? I'm so lost, y'all. I got so many questions because, man, why this girl told us to look her up? Because that was bad. I done found a lot of answers, but that only leads to more questions. Demaya the liar, please. Why are you doing this? Why? What is your end goal? What's happening in your life that you just had to make up a whole new Demaya? Because you ain't changed your name. All you did was change the identity attached to the name. So at least you could. She probably knew she couldn't keep up with that live. She gave out a fake name, and she said she was a working girl at one point. She said that too, right? Cause oh man, she said a lot. She said a whole bunch, and I don't know. Marcus better be careful with that one. People worry about Quita. This the one he gotta work, cause at least Quita, Quita lied too, but she lied about stupid shit. Quita thinks she could get any man in the world, and any man she could get to love her and just throw money at her. That's what Quita lied about. Quita delusional about shit like that. This girl, she lied about her whole life, in all aspects. God damn. ASI surrounds itself with a lot of different people with different personalities and motives. Who knows what those people have on their backs? I hope he cleans himself after these different encounters. Yeah. If he was my man, yeah, he would have the he had to keep it strict with. First of all, he can't walk through my front door facing forward. Mark is the type of guy. You cannot walk in my door facing forward. You better walk in this house backwards. Unwelcome anything attached to you at the door, and take off your clothes at the door. That's type. You got to be on that type of time with him every day. I don't know. Some people probably don't know what that means, but some people probably do. You just gotta walk. You can't walk into your house forward and have shit attached to you. I don't know. I think that's the Caribbean thing. We walk in the house backward. You got your little salt at the door and everything. Old school shit with the coconut and the candle. That's old school glass. But yeah, Maya is a Delia. That's what she is, a Delia, because I'm just flabbergasted that she really came up with all those lies. And where all these kids at? Where all these 5 children? Cause she loved to say that. I got 5 children. I got 5 children. And she said she really wanted twin boys. And that's in one of her captions she wrote on her personal page. I kind of figured she didn't have a son, even though I had to go double check to confirm. Just to confirm. Because it said something about her having more babies, and she said no, these 2 is enough. She said having 2 is enough. So I'm like, so you don't have more than 2 kids. You only got the twins. You only got the twins. I never answered you about what? What did I miss? I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see the question. Abs, well, Guam. The last thing I see is, yeah, don't dox her copper and don't dox her. And I knew it was I when she mean, yeah. Why she looks so different on the thumbnail? I don't. She looked the same to me, just without the ponytail. Her other mugshot, she got little twisties in her hair. It's crazy because her and her sister got like the same hairstyles in their mugshots, but it's different each time. Like this mugshot, she had her hair out in a ponytail, right? Like that. Just and the sister had it in twisties. But the first go around, my hair was in twisties, and the sister hair was more free. Cause I thought she had locks or something. No, she don't got no kids removed from her custody. She's just lying because she's only 24, right? So she had those kids in 2021. So when she was 19, yeah, because she was in 2019. She was like still in high school. She was. I'm telling y'all, she looked so much different. Those twins must have blew her up because she was very slim. You could tell she's young. You can tell she's young. I guess because she got the mommy weight on her now. But she look, she she even had a little boy body. Like before, when she was pregnant with twins, she still had a little boy body. She ain't had no boobs. She ain't had no hips. I don't want to dox her, but when y'all get her name, y'all can just look her up and see the Facebook yourself. I swear to God. Child, I be finding out so much info. I be having to stop digging. I swear the spirits be telling me stop digging, girl. You because when I dig, I dig. I go down the rabbit's hole. I be digging and digging. Especially if I want to know if I know I want to be right about something. I like let me just double check myself to make sure I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I be digging. Hell yeah. But that's always been me naturally. Yep. Especially like if I'm dating somebody or something and I ain't know them before, like growing up, because I'm used to. I prefer to date people I already know, but some nigga that come into my life, nah, I need to know who you are, who your family is, where you came from, who you used to mess with before. So I'm just naturally investigative like that. I just want to know what clicked. I don't. Is she trying to be on Quita level by saying these things? Because it's like I know she trying to compete with her, but she also trying to stand next to her. So she's playing like three sides. It's like she got three heads. She got the one head in the middle where she said, "Oh, Tweeta, I'm Quita. Me and you twinning. We face to face. We marry each other." One side is still studying Quita, like watching her every move, watching what she about, what people like about her. Then the other side is watching her like, yeah, let me remove her, get her out of here. Like she the competition. It's just crazy. Make sure you find exactly digging, digging. Come up empty-handed. No, thank you. That's why y'all when I used to do genealogy, and if I needed to find like a missing piece and it was irking me. I couldn't find it online. I swear to God, I would drive to that state records department. Like, all right, they don't want to put it online. If I really need this piece for shit to make sense, I would drive to that state and go get that record. I swear, I done did it. Even when I'm out the country, I did it when I was in the Bahamas. I took advantage of it. So let me dig up my family information while I'm in the Bahamas. All of that. I do it in Barbados. Everywhere I go. I just need to dig up shit. I need to know. Yeah, she wanna be dominant. She wanna be the dominant energy. She just lied. Talking about Big Daddy. Big Daddy. Girl, I'll put my arm around your neck and put you to full Nelson. Shut the fuck up. Talking about Big Daddy. I'll stone cold Steve Austin your ass. Fuck you talking about? I'll do a wrestling move on your stupid ass. You talking about we locked up together. You talking about you Big Daddy. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, the third railer, yup. Yep. I'm just anticipating to see what Marcus, because I even heard other CC saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Maya and we gonna do, see what she about." And I'm like, why? There's nothing interesting about her. It's nothing interesting, and it's not even it's only she's only now more interested in me because it's like, why all these big ass weird ass lies now? What the fuck is really going on with you? I feel like she running from something. Exactly. Talking about some fucking Big Daddy. The hell she talking about? Hey Clarissa, hey girl. Nice to see you, Clarissa. I appreciate you always. You always show up, show out, support. I have my Facebook, y'all, but I don't really use it like that. I don't. I watch the reels more than anything, but I don't really be on it. Even most of the things I'm contacting family or I like certain groups that I'm in. That's basically what I use Facebook for. VQ girl, they could get those in the P. They definitely could bring those. If you could get a cell phone in nowadays, you know how easy it is to get a toy. Exactly. They used to make them. Now niggas is sending them shits in too. Used to make them. I remember when I was locked up, like they used to have to count the fruit, the bananas, the cucumbers and shit. We used to have to keep a tally on it. Especially I worked in the kitchen. Especially if you worked in the kitchen, you better not have no Mr. Bananas or cucumbers on your shift. They gon' you responsible for that shit. But I know some places they steal the cucumbers or the bananas out the kitchen. Um, or I can't really explain it because yeah, I don't think I realized when you like you get real creative. You get real fucking creative in there. You get real creative in that shit. You definitely get creative, but I know they got what's those little things called? I know what they used to call back in the days. They I think rabbits. Some of those toys be so small now. It's easy to get them shits in jail now. Yep. Talking myself Big Daddy. Big Daddy been out here boosting. She's a booster. I don't know if she's going through something in life or her family because you could tell even in high school, like something changed. If she's going through something like a drastic change, she just looked totally different. Like, all right, her mama is big too, and she looked just like her mama. So she got that grown woman weight now. She looked just like her mama. Her daddy ain't no Slim Jim himself at all. But so the weight makes sense. But it's like, damn, she blew up out of nowhere. And I had to make sure I wasn't tripping because when I found that the picture was slim, was the girl was so slim, I'm like, that looked like a teenager. But she was a very petite woman. She was for a long time. She was a small frame. So I'm thinking like, damn, these pictures must be mad old, but they was in order, y'all. I went back even on the siblings and the parents' pages. The sizes coordinated with the dates on their pages too. I was like, God damn. I don't know what it is unless she had 5 miscarriages, but I don't know. And she talked a lot about being single. She didn't care about being single before she had the twins and after she had the twins. So I was laughing because I said, "Oh well, you ain't." According to you, you ain't have time to be single on the Lennon Street interviews. If you fucking married for 10 years and you in a 12-year relationship after that, that's 22 years of your life. That's most of your life when you had time to be single. She I don't know if she on medication. I don't know what it is, but she blew up. She blowing up. So at least we know she ain't on drugs. Could be alcohol too. I don't know. Yeah, she looked different. She got the weave, but look at if you could reverse search the photo, I'm telling you that it's gonna pop up. All her cases gonna pop up. Phantom pregnancies and make believe relationships. Child. Mm-mm-mm. But one thing I did see, she was acting a little gay on her page, like certain little memes and shit. But I know some girls just do that with each other. Still gay to me, but I'm just so appalled, y'all. I'm just so confused. Who little boy she got, and why you in a motel in Atlanta, and why you lie just like that, like, and she, and it's like, girl, I know you ain't. Even though she had that failure to appear in December, girl, I know you ain't risking your whole life running for a misdemeanor. You, she could be mentally ill too. That's what I was thinking too. Especially at her age, it's not shocking because I'm thinking about the weight gain. Like the weight gain is crazy. How she went from Man, I wish I could see what I see. That's why I said everybody just go look yourself. If you know how to do a reverse image search, everything will be right there. Or even do what I did. I typed in her name, Demaya, Georgia, and I put shoplifting, and it was still the same. It was still the same thing. Cause that's what made me look her up too. When I seen that post, and it was like somebody's like, "Oh, that girl be in Walmart, and she be in there with her kids stealing." So I'm like, "Who kids she be with?" Cause she did get locked up, according to the article. Cause the article pops up about her with her picture, and says that yes, this person was caught shoplifting at a store with children. So who children she be having, y'all? What the fuck? Hey, Golden. Tiana Taylor is what we what you call us what you consider androgynous. She displays herself in her masculine and feminine state. Cause when we was growing up, Tiana was mostly a tomboy. She was mostly a tomboy, and she got. I remember when 106 in Park first started to air in Harlem, and we used to go to 106 in Park, but she got more famous from her street. I don't even know how she got picked up, because she was like the only black girl that really was like at the skate parks too. She used to really skate, and then I don't know how Pharrell found her, and then she next thing you know she's on MTV My Sweet 16, like she a celebrity. I'm like, what the fuck? It should just happen overnight, but she started getting more girly. I can't remember this video, but she danced in this Jay-Z video. It was Tiana and my friend Charlize. They went to go dance at this video, and ever since that video, they both turned like start being more girly and being more like Hollywood and shit. Like, but yeah, Tiana Taylor is like an androgynous spirit, so she has that natural beauty where she could do it both ways. Well, let me go back to Golden. To demise one is her daughter. Who's one is her daughter? No, I said somebody said she goes to Walmart and steals with her children. Her children. They said Maya goes in. Maya goes. The person said they work at Walmart, and Maya goes in there stealing with children. So when I looked her up, she sure enough got caught. She got caught stealing a few times, but this one article that popped up, it definitely says she got caught with the children stealing. They don't say how many children or nothing, but they say they have basically the kids be racking up right with them. And she has her other sister with her. A sister that got locked up with her. Her sister may be a little, I don't know. I can't say she's slow. But her older sister looked younger than her, but she just looked more like a stud in a way. Her arrest record show the same thing too. Her age. It specified was daughters or son, even though she says she has four daughters and one son. So the twins, she also lied and told Marcus the twins are 9 years old. Her twins are only um 4 going on 5. They was born in 2021 during the pandemic. Oh no, VQ is cool. When I first saw her too, that's why the first month I saw her, I swear to God, I didn't think it was her either. I had to go back to the video and just do it side by side. And I'm like, oh, that's the same person. She looks so raggedy in the mugshot compared to that. But once I found the Facebook, I said, oh, that's her. You got the twin girls, you got this, you got that. So unless you got a doppelganger that's from a different part of Georgia that got girl twins, then I don't know. Because she's not from Cordell, Georgia, like she's claimed she was. Like she claimed she is. Yeah. Y'all know Tiana Taylor, she's a Trini girl, right? I don't that's what I'm thinking. Like when somebody says she be having kids with her. So all right. I don't know if the sister, because she got caught with her sister stealing, right? That one sister. You could tell they're close. Them two is the closest out of the rest of the sisters, right? But when you see them, you would think the older sister is Demaya's younger sister. It just give off that energy. But she's older than her in age. So when at first I was thinking when they got caught together that maybe those are her sister children. Like they both combined their children, but I don't think that sister got any children. I didn't see on her. She don't have no children. The the mom posts 4 little boys, and all those little 4 boys are accounted for by other parents, and then Demaya twin daughters. So they all accounted for. So I don't know if she with a friend that has kids in this boosting or who kids she's with. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who the little boy is. She said her 2 daughters. She said her two abs. She said her the 2 daughters are teenagers. That's what she said. She said her oldest is 17. So I don't know how old the other alleged daughter is supposed to be, but she said she has 2 teenagers, 17. The oldest is 17. Yep. That's when Harlem used to be Harlem. We used to um yeah, those are the good days. Because I remember 106 in Park. If y'all don't know, 106 in Park is actually the address. 106th Street in Park Avenue. That's East Harlem. That's East Harlem. So that was the spot. So it was literally on 106 in Park. I remember when they was building it. It's by the Metro North. Because a lot of people used to come there by Metro. A lot of people not from New York City, like that come out of New York City to go to 106 in Park, they would take the Metro North for something sometimes too. But yeah, she got big off. Pharrell found her. I think that's what Pharrell probably saw in her, her beauty, and the fact that she was like into sports. Oh, not regular sports, but like, the skateboard look and things like that. Skateboarding. Oh man, my nose is stuffy. The temperature nice now. Yeah, abs. I definitely have that. I be trying to tell my man that because I be feeling bad. He be excited to do things and try things, and I'm like, and he be having all these things he be excited about. Not that I'm not excited for him, but it's like I don't have the same excitement you do. So how you expect me to look at it? Like I done did all those things already. I don't want to crush your parade, but I don't. It, it's not about I don't. I appreciate it, but I don't look at it as a new experience. Like it's new for you, but it's not new for me. It's not. It's not. So that's all it be with me and him. But I also told him too, like when I always feel like growing up in New York City. I be telling people, when you grow up in New York City, you gotta grow up fast. Like you'll go through shit by 12 years old that some people in like slower towns will go through. Like they don't start doing shit till like they leave high school and go to college and finding out new things. Like Glorilla and they situation, how they been locked down all their life. They were sheltered. That they really ain't no society like that because their mom kept them locked down. That story is getting interesting too because I remember we spoke about it on VQ panel and I was like, I remember you talking about, and they was like, I didn't get to hear it yet, but they said the mother spoke out. But when I heard when I heard that conversation with the mother and Glorilla, I didn't respect it either. I felt like it was fake. Only to come to find out it was fake. That Glorilla paid her mother off to tell that story, and I was like, I knew it. It just sounded so fake because, and that was to the point. All the siblings are coming out. All the siblings are coming out and telling the truth. And I'm like, you see, boy, that's that. I don't know. Craziness. Like I said, I ain't want to tell nobody to do with their money, but ain't no way I'm be rich and have my folks out here struggling like that. I don't have to take care of them, right? But I could help them level up. I could, throw them some money. They ain't got to eat no damn oodles and noodles and look crazy. And then you inviting them to your shows and your award shows. You can't dish them out a tailor, get them some outfits or something, and that when they look up, they show up now they look dusty. Like, unfortunately, the parents raised the family like that. That was the mother's doing. Hello, it's no cap DC. No cap DC. Sorry, y'all. I suck at these this. I can only see like two comments at a time on StreamYard on my phone. But yeah, that Glorilla situation is crazy. But it's like that's their family business. It kind of I kind of felt hurt though. Like I felt for the mom when they was reading the message the mom wrote to Glorilla. She was like, yeah, because you ashamed of your family when we come out. We don't got new clothes, we don't got this and that, and you invite us out, but you don't want to help us get no new clothes, and then now you embarrassed of us. But she was like, but you friends with Cardi, and Cardi is about family. She take care of her family. She said, I always gotta ask you for something. And I knew when they spoke about when Glorilla made up talked about this story, I knew this was weird when she had her mother on the phone. And apparently Glorilla, when her mother came to visit, Glorilla had some red bottoms. She let her mother try on the red bottoms, and the mother asked, "Oh, can I have these?" And Glorilla said, "No, those are mine." But then she ended up buying her mother a pair. So I'm just like, does that make any sense? If Like, if my mother used to do that all the time anyway. My mother used to want to come try on my shoe, like, oh, I like these. I'm not gonna tell her no, and then buy her a pair later down the line. It's like you could have them. You could take those. I could buy me another pair. What the fuck? So that was just so odd to me. I'm like, you would tell your mother no over a pair of shoes? I'm not telling my mother no, especially if you went down the line to buy for her. Anyway, you could have just gave her those off your feet. I don't know. Maybe I'm different. I'm not telling my mother no and then go buy her a pair later down. Like, no. Yes, ma, you can have those. You like those? You can have them. And I go buy myself another pair. What the fuck? Me too, abs. Me too. Yep. You crazy? Especially if I invite my family out. You think I ain't gonna get them styled up? They said even they said even like their mother had them locked in the house from society basically, and like so they didn't go outside. She's like, by the time they went to school, they got teased. They was lame. They didn't know nothing. They didn't socialize with other kids. But Glorilla must got two of her siblings there living with her in whatever mansion she in. So they basically saying Glorilla locks them in the house too, because the brother, the mother said the mother told Glorilla, you using my son, you don't do nothing for him. You just got him walking around carrying a gun like your personal security. She like, why don't you hire real security? And he was the one over there stuck in Gorilla House asking other family members to pay his phone bill. He don't got no phone. He didn't want to go Gorilla show because his sneakers was dirty. Oh no, he went. He was ashamed to go to the shows with Gorilla, but he didn't want to take no pictures, be in no pictures, because he said his shoes was dirty, and it's just crazy. Like, I'm just like, that's that weird shit. That's why I tell people I grew up with a lot of church people, and a lot of kids turned out weird. So I know what she's talking about, and that's why they said the Brorilla was the only one I got away because she called ACS on her mom's. She was starving her and beating her, and that's how she got out of there. And that's when they had to start going to school, because the mother was supposed to be homeschooling them, but maybe she wasn't homeschooling them because they ain't know shit. So when they caught that ACS case at that time, they told them the kids had to go to school. Yep. So I mean, hey, she called out her sister for lying. That's what it is. You lied. You don't look out for nobody. Now what you gonna do? You gonna be mad at all your siblings because they called you out for lying? Yeah, Capo. I mean Capo. Sorry, I was thinking about Jim Jones earlier, y'all. But anyway, no cap. I said Capo. Yeah, that's exactly what when I got my first big lump sum of money. That's the only people I looked out for. My siblings, my parents, and my grandparents. That was it. I wasn't cool with my brother either, and I still made sure he was straight for years. For years. Hell, you crazy? I can't have my family out here looking crazy and I'm looking good. That's crazy to me. Yeah, that's an old viral video. I guess it's recirculating again because of this. Yeah, she got beat up by a dude a few years ago, jumping on his back and shit. Yep. So that's just the crazy. That's that toxic family shit. But no. But and I remember. I think it was like last year. I found out that Gorilla and Cardi is related. I think they got the same grandfather or something or whatever. So when the mother said that to Glorilla, I was like, damn, that kind of touched me because like Cardi, yeah, Cardi like us. Cardi from New York, she like me. Like fuck that. My family, I'm gonna have my family around. They gonna be around. I'm moving, they moving. Everybody come. We can all live in one big house together. Glorilla got friends and shit in her crib. She taking care of her friends more than she taking care of her siblings. Not me. You crazy. I got friends too. I would probably take with me and put on. They each gonna have a role. I ain't taking care of them, but I'm gonna put them on. So they can be able to sit next to me too and get money. But my family gonna be straight. My family ain't gotta like my parents and my grandparents and all that. They can sit in the house and chill. My mama damn sure ain't gonna be working at no damn FedEx part time. You crazy? You bugging out. Yeah, Drea, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm from New York. Yeah, I'm from New York. You from Illinois? Chicago is my favorite city. I always say I love Chicago so much. I would have lived there if it didn't get so cold. I didn't. It took me a long time to realize. I thought New York City was as cold as it get, unless you went to somewhere like up north, like top of Canada, of course, where like ice is at. I didn't know it get colder than New York until I got older, and then I was. It was. I think I went to. Well, I was somewhere upstate New York. Where I went upstate New York. It wasn't Rochester. I forgot where I went, but it was colder up there. And then I kept hearing about, the Midwest, the windy city. I'm like, oh, it may be just windy. When I start going to Chicago, oh my, even by the end of September, I be freezing. I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't never stayed there to experience snow because I don't like snow. But I love Chicago. I just can't live there for the weather. Yeah, I know. I learned about the Midwest when I got older. Oh shit, what I press? Delete. Yeah, I can't take it. I can't take it. Yeah, I don't even know how y'all survive out there. I seen a dude in Detroit was picking up people in -0 weather, like little kids walking to school in negative. I think they said -15, -12, or negative. Anyway, it's double digit. And I said, y'all go outside when it's that cold? Everything not shut down? Not me. I ain't leaving my house. If it's below, I am not leaving my house. It's nowhere that important for me to go. I'm sorry. It's nowhere that important to be in -0 weather. I mean, sub-zero weather. Mm-hmm. That's right, Abs. Once I put my, once I start saying like I have my foolish money, meaning money I'm allowed to play around with, and if I lose, I lose. That's because I already set aside all the money I need for everything else. And my parents have their house money. They have their money already. I ain't care. I have my money to the side to invest, and I have my little play money. I can't even imagine me driving a nice car. That's like me. Even if I'm not rich, right? That's just like me being stable. I know I got a nice warm crib. I'm able to get to work every day. And my brother homeless. You think I'm gonna let my brother be homeless or my sister be? Nah, bro. Mm-mm. Nah, that ain't happening. I take it as too. Glorilla ain't really, cause she said I ain't fuck with y'all before, so I don't fuck with y'all now. This and this and that. But one sister said like the oldest sister. She came out and said, she said, I ain't do nothing to you. So why would you have a problem with me? She said, we just lost contact. But she said, but when you started recording and mama locked you out that house, when you used to go to the recording studio and you know you couldn't go home late, who house you used to come home to? And I'm just like, damn. And her sister, her sister look like she need her hair done. She need a dermatologist. She need, I'm like, they just look, when they don't even look average. They do look like, they still look like poverty. That's the problem. You ain't gotta splurge your money on them, but damn, they do look like they still destitute. They still look like they're in poverty. And they are. They said they still in poverty. Even though they grown adults at this point, but it's still like, so I don't even care at this point. Here, here's a little son, get on your feet and do something right with it. You understand? Or put them in position to maintain that income. Something. But I'm not putting my friends before my fucking siblings. That's a hell no. Nah, you bugging out. As much as me and my brother used to beef, everybody knew they couldn't come between us. Like, you can't come to me about my brother. Like, me and my brother used to literally shoot at each other from across the street down a block. Like, niggas knew me and my brother was like, we was like each other biggest ops. But if I found out somebody had smoke with my brother and I caught them first, then that was it. If my brother knew I was beefing with somebody, I ain't running my brother telling nothing. Next thing you know, I hear my brother done got to such and such. That's just how he was. I'm not leaving my brother starve for nobody. I don't know. It's just so crazy, y'all. But I did tell Marcus, y'all. Well, I tried to tell him. I don't know if he saw my message, but I told him be careful with Miss Demaya Delia, cause she's conniving. She up to something. I don't know if she on a run. I don't know what she up to, but she up to something. And part of it has to do whatever she up to. It includes Quita now too, or just taking Quita's place, and it involves Marcus, of course. And her intent is to put Marcus into whatever deceitful shit she got going on. That's it. That's all. So people think Quita is a problem. I think Demaya is a worse problem, because Quita showed you who she was. That was the problem. The problem was who she was, and she showed you who she was. But Demaya ain't showing who she is. She hiding behind the whole fake life she never lived. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know how it's gonna go with Marcus and Demaya. But that's all I really want to say. I mean, I could say more, but I don't really want to dox her. That's the thing. I don't want to dox her. But like I said, reverse image search would give you everything you need to know. If you just, that picture is straight off of Google on my thumbnail. It's straight off of Google. That picture, I think, is actually from a Facebook article, because you know a lot of towns be having their little police departments post stuff when they arrest people or whatever. But yeah. Oh, let me see. But I want to stop by, show some love. Oh, take care. No cap. Sorry, I didn't see your message after my comment on that short. I don't know what show he talking about. Now I'm about to go be nosy. But yeah, I'm about to end y'all anyway. I'm about to take it down myself. That's all I really want to say is Demaya is a Delia. And We'll see what she come out with this. What she got to say. See, I was gonna tag Marcus in this, like not tag his channel, but as far put like Atlanta Street interviews and the hashtag and shit. But I don't want this video to come up and Maya sees it, because if he's gonna interview her and do more interaction, I want to see what else she's lying about. So I don't want to tag like Atlanta Street interviews or hashtag or whatever, not tag, but hashtag it, and it comes up in her algorithm because she's watching. She says she's watching, and she was watching Quita from his channel, so she's definitely watching, and I don't want her to know what we know. Well, I don't know how much y'all know, but I gave y'all, the startup, the picture. It will come straight up. Everything you need to know about her. Oh, I don't know what happened to Vaughn. But anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all coming through. I don't know what y'all gonna do for the rest of the night, but I'll see you around these YouTube streets. Stay safe.